Welcome to 12 Hop Flop, a podcast where paws meet purpose and whiskers whisper wisdom. I'm your host, Floppy, hopping right into the heart of matters from the cosy burrow of my own experiences. As a rabbit, I've come to learn that our little lives hold grand lessons if you just take a moment to twitch your nose and listen. Sometimes the tiniest creatures can offer the biggest insights, so let's burrow deep and uncover what life as a rabbit can teach all of us. One of the first lessons I have learned, and perhaps the most important, is the art of being present. In our world, every nibble of fresh grass and every thump we make is done with full attention. We never worry about yesterday's uneaten clover or tomorrow's potential carrot. Each moment is savoured like it's the first taste of spring. Take a leaf out of our book, or rather a blade of grass, and immerse yourself in the now. That report at work or the pile of dishes can wait while you enjoy the sunset or the laughter of a loved one. Eating is a serious business for us, and I don't just mean it in the quantity, but the quality and variation too. I learned rather quickly that diversity in my diet keeps me hopping happily. Translate that to your human world, and it speaks volumes about the richness that variety brings to your life. Don't just nibble on the same patch of life. Venture out, try new experiences, meet people different than yourself. Just as my diet is vibrant with different types of hay, greens, and the occasional fruit, ensure that your life isn't just one flavour either. Relationships in rabbit terms are all about companionship and communication without even uttering a single word. Take 8-bit, my dear bun companion. We've perfected the art of just being together in silence, understanding each other's needs through a subtle language of movements and gestures. Humans could benefit from realizing that sometimes the most profound connection comes from just sharing space, offering a presence more than words can convey. On the notion of space, burrow building is what we rabbits are known for. And let me tell you, it's more than just digging. It's about creating a safe haven. Having a secure, comfortable place to return to after dodging neighbourhood cats is essential for us to thrive. It's not that different for you. Carve out that safe, peaceful corner in your life. It can be a physical space like a cosy reading nook, or even a mental space, a self-care routine that shelters you from the hustle and bustle of human life. Always have a burrow to hop back to. Living in warrens has taught me a thing or two about community and how vital it is. When another bunny is in trouble, we thump warnings. When it's time to forage, we do it together, protecting one another. Community for humans isn't so different. Look out for your neighbours, lend a ear, stand together, and thrive, not just as solitary beings, but as a collective tapestry of lives interconnected. Here's a rather sensitive strand, but ever so critical: facing fears. As prey animals, fear can be paralysing, yet we must continue to venture out to nourish ourselves. Adapting to those fears, using them as signals rather than constraints, that's the key. Translate this to your life. What scares you might just be the edge of where your growth begins. Stretch towards it, cautiously if you must, but always with the strength of your rear legs to spring back if you need to retreat. A quick hop to something you might find amusing, but it's quite the teacher: hopping. Hopping is not efficient in a straight line, but the zigzag makes us masters of avoiding trouble. Apply that to your path. The straight road isn't the only one. Zig when life zags, and you might just discover uncharted gardens of opportunity. And lastly, rest and rejuvenation are not afterthoughts. They're built into the fabric of our daily lives. Flopping down after a day of foraging and exploring, letting our bodies and minds relax, is how we stay alert and active for our next adventure. You too must remember that rest is not a reward. It's a right, a necessary part of being, so take it without guilt or question. Now, as the sun dips below the horizon and the cool evening beckons for a snug burrow, it's time for us to part ways. If today's reflections have given you a momentary rabbit's eye view of the world and inspired a thought or two, consider subscribing to 12 Hop Flop and perhaps leave a review or comment. I'd love to hear how these lessons resonate with you. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep your whiskers twitching and ears tuned for more hop-worthy insights.